Almost ready for baseball in Milwaukee. The roof is closed and the atmosphere perfect inside Miller Park. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Milwaukee Brewers. It's Interleague Baseball on MLB Network. Gio Gonzalez will be the man on the mound for the Brewers. What's your take on him, Dan?
Gio Gonzalez, quality lefty. First thing you think of when you think of Gio, that big overhand curveball. Might be one of the best curveballs in baseball. Pretty good fastball, too. 92 to 93 miles an hour. That big overhand hook and a straight changeup. Really quality pitcher.
Now at the plate, Billy McKinney. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit back up the middle. Shaw has it. Throws in time, and that's out number one. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting nine for this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matty, they have to be very happy with Aledmus Diaz right now. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Gonzalez has pitched his way to over 1,600 innings of work at the big league level and hangs an ERA just a little over 3.5. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion.
Oh, what a stop on the slide. Touché, sir.
Batting third, first baseman, number 68.
Next to bat for Toronto, number 68. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1. Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. Now it's the Brew Crew's turn in a scoreless ball game. Marco Estrada gets the ball for the Blue Jays in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Marco Estrada, his best pitch is a straight changeup. How good is it? It's so good he'll throw it 3, 4, even 5 times in a row. Fastball's good, 88 to 91, but his bread and butter is a straight changeup, and if he has the good one, it's going to be a long night for the hitters.
Now batting, Orlando Arcia. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. The 1-1 home. It is a fastball well off the plate, but offered at for a strike. Popped high in the air. Number 13 has a play, 1 away. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Matt, I can't wait to see what Travis Shaw has in store. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. And he got him.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
In is Christian Yelich. Hit in the air down the right field line. Richter sprinting after it. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. So digging in now, Randall Richter. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Randall Richter.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. And a fastball just below the knees. Ball one. Two and one. Line drive to left. Yelich is there, and he'll bring this one in.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
First pitch on its way. This is line to left. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
Second baseman.
Into the box now, Yonhervis Solarte. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. At the plate, Jesus Aguilar. First delivery to him on the way.
Jesus Aguilar
takes a high fastball for a strike. Hit well on the ground to first. He's right there, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And let's focus on one of the most dynamic outfielders in our sport, Kevin Pillar. He's a highlight reel every time he takes the outfield. Has made some of the most signature catches of the last 5 years.
Nope. Ball one.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get-me-over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Looked like a cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now to try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. To 2-2 now. Fouled off. Bottom of the second here with no score. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on MLB Network from the home of the Brewers, Miller Park. And that'll bring up Aledmys Diaz. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his two-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
And the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. So here now is the pitcher, Marco Estrada. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3 up, 3 down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Home half of the third coming up. No score. And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Digging in now for the Brewers, Eric Kratz. In prior meetings with Marco Estrada, he's 2 for 4. And here is strike 1 call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1.
You know, you think it's an 8-hole hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because that's the pitch you're usually going to get. The pitcher does not want to get beat by you, and he's not afraid to walk you and hand it over to an AB against the pitcher.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Eric Kratz becomes the second out in the bottom of the third.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Into the box, Gio Gonzalez. Here's a high pop-up. Number 13 is under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Gone in order are the Brewers. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. That'll bring up Billy McKinney back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No
Number
doubt about that,
28.
man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game. Well, nothing earth-shattering about this one. He just didn't finish the play and watched it into his glove. And now they've got the leadoff runner aboard and no outs.
First pitch on its way. Runners off for second. In there. Now the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard to this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
Hit in the air out to center field. Kane is under it. One down. Digging in for his second at-bat, number 68. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A fastball that finds the outside corner. McKinney leads off second with one gone in the inning. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Hey, 2 pitches at the knees right now, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to fight. I want to see a 2-strike approach. Maybe a little choke up, maybe a little fight up the middle the other way. Grind back into this count.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
The right fielder, number 15.
Here's Randall Grichuk, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes ball 1. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. The 1-1 home. High in the air out to center field. After it is Kane. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Toronto. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. 2-0 to the Brewers center fielder.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Left fielder, Christian Yelich.
First pitch on its way. And he fouls this one off. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
The count now at 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Digging in to try it again, Kevin Pillar. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike. Pillar, playing here in his age 29 season. He was taken in the very late rounds back in 2011.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
The batter, second base.
Riding in once again, Yonhervis Solarte. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And there goes Pillar. Pitch inside, the throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
Well, he showed a lot of patience to work out that walk, but it got erased pretty quickly. Always hate to give outs away on the base pass, especially when you've gotten on base for free.
1 out, nobody on. High in the air out to center field. Under it is Kane, and there are 2 away now.
Third baseman, number 1.
And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
All bets are off for the offense right now. This guy's got a low pitch count. He's attacking the zone. They have to get more aggressive. This guy's not going anywhere.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on.
Now batting, number
Stepping
9.
in and ready for another shot, number 9. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's set, and the pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Diaz, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a breaking ball stays outside. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. This is line to left. Yelich is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Blue Jays help. Striding in, Jesus Aguilar as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
Aguilar.
First pitch of the at-bat. A high fastball is in there.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. No runs, no hits, and 2 errors thus far for Milwaukee. A ball and a strike.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there. But don't kid yourself, that's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to it.
And right into the shift. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that same pitch. You could tell he jelly-legged him at the plate a little bit. Froze him, but just missed the zone.
Gets dirty and gloves it. He goes to first. Safe. Nearly a highlight reel play, but they'll have a runner on here with one away. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close safe call might be challenged.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that angle. So we'll see what the decision is from the dugout, whether they want to challenge or not.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Blue Jays have elected to...
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty. Third baseman Mike Moustakas now. The swing and hit a pop to the right side of the infield. Number 68 shading to his right, and that ends the inning. 15 up, 15 down to start the ball game. We're through 5 here at the ballpark, and we still have no score. Stepping in for the Jays, Marco Estrada. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Fastball right back to the mound, and he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Now batting, number 28.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Billy McKinney. Now the pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. One ball and 2 strikes to count. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was really close to clipping the inside corner.
Line towards center field, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, number 13.
Settling in now, number 13. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. We are still scoreless. Now at the plate, Keon Broxton. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And it's fouled away. Here comes the 0-1. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
A bouncer up the middle. He's got it. And a spin throw got him at first. Had to hustle there, but a very nice play for the first out.
When the guy on the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind him.
Ready for another chance? Eric Kratz. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. No runs, no hits, and 2 errors thus far for Milwaukee. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Stepping in now, Gio Gonzalez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He popped out in his first trip. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed.
And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Gone in order are the Brewers. Still no score. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Neither team denting the run column quite yet as we look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Striding into the box, number 68. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Gonzalez looks in. Here's the 0-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Yelich on the move. He's there and records the first out. Into the box now, Rendell Grichuk. He's lined out and flied out in 2 plate appearances. Here's the first pitch to him. Way out in front.
Hey, when I see a swing like that, this guy made up his mind before that pitcher even came set. He was pulling the trigger no matter what.
Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the 2nd out of the inning.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kane will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1-2-3. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally. One of the keys to pitching late in the games, first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Swinging a blooper to the right side. Grichuk moving in, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Number 6, Lorenzo Kane.
In now is Lorenzo Kane. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Hit out towards second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty V, this is where you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, D-Row. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game, but from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Fouled off. And he struck him out. So double digits now, 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Standing in now, Jesus Aguilar. Fouled away. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Fastball called for strike 2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Up around the face.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
And he fouls this one off. Here he comes again, 1-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Here's another 1-2. And it's fouled away. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1. We are still scoreless. Now at the plate, Yonhervis Solarte. He flew out in his last at-bat.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you got to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this would be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Base hit, and the no-hitter comes to an end here in inning number 8. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double. So he makes it through 7 innings, but they finally get to him for their first hit of the ball game here in inning number 8.
Yeah, Matty V, and that just goes to show you how hard it is to pitch a no-no. Gets through 21 consecutive outs without getting up a hit, D-Row, but that wasn't the case here to start off the 8th.
Yeah, so much has to go into it. You need to be a little lucky, and you need to be a little good right there. Flip the script on the offensive standpoint. They've stayed with their approach, haven't come out of it, and hopefully this gets them jump-started.
Here comes the Milwaukee skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is coming up, as that's going to be all for Gio Gonzalez. Joaquin Soria is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. Ready for another shot now, Aledmus Diaz. And he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
Now batting.
Digging in now, number 9. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. First pitch coming, here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both the lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. The 0-1 on its way. Lifted into the air out toward center field. Kane is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The pitcher, number 25, Marco Estrada.
Teoscar Hernandez will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 37.
Here's a shot to right field, and that's going to be in for a base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You just get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
That'll bring up Billy McKinney, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. In the dirt here, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, that's not a real good look when you flail at what ends up being a wild pitch. Doesn't say much about your pitch record.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the 1. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Blue Jays on top, 1-0. Ryan Tepera is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 52, Ryan Tepera.
Digging in, Travis Shaw. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Devin Travis will come on defensively now as he takes over at second.
Now playing second base.
From the stretch.
Number 29.
Fouled off. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. On the run is Hernandez. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting.
Blue Jays are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. He stays alive, still 2-2. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Manny Pena will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 9, Manny Pena.
A ball and no strikes. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Here's one hit softly down the line in left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
I'll tell you what, Dero, this guy's been on point. After that knock, that's only their second knock of the game, and it's getting late into this one.
Yeah, it's frustrating. You can see it from the manager to the hitting coach to everyone in this lineup. They are really upset with the way they've swung the bats. Maybe this is the start of something late.
Eric Kratz is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Brewers strand 1. It remains 1-0. Curtis Granderson is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over in right.
Now playing right field, number 28,
Standing in, number 13. They'll start things off in the top of the ninth as they look for a little insurance.
Number 13.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball one. Missed with a breaking ball.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Fouled away. Lifted in the air out to right. Granderson is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Final line there for the Brewers starting pitcher. Great day's work any way you look at it. Now to the plate, number 68. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch on its way. Swinging on the first pitch as he hits this one on the ground to second. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Here's Randall Grichuk. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Blue Jays go down in order. They lead it 1-0. Jonathan Scope will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 5, Jonathan. Oh!
Ken Giles enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Giles.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And it's 0-2 to Scope.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Orlando Arcia stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. On the move is Pilar. And he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched 1-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. Toronto came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Marco Estrada is credited with the win. Gio Gonzalez is settled with the loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Blue Jays. 1 run on 2 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Brewers, no runs on only 2 hits. 2 errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, a swift 2 hours and 19 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game MCTS bus service is available on Route 90, running downtown along Wisconsin Avenue, as well as trolley service on the Lake Route, also along Wisconsin Avenue.